I feel like lately I've only been filming at the shop and I haven't really been filming back at home, but there's something I want to show you guys today. Today being July 25th, 2018. So exactly 2 weeks ago on July 11th, on a Wednesday, we hit 50,000 subscribers. I was freaking out. I posted it everywhere. I couldn't say thank you to you guys enough. On exactly 2 weeks later, 2 weeks, boom, baby. Oh, we're at 60,215. Last time I checked, we were just over 60,000. That's absolutely nuts. You guys have no idea how much that blurry, why'd it go blurry? You have no idea how much that means to me. I just want to thank you guys so much. That's insane. I can't believe it. You guys are always commenting like, yo, you're growing so fast, this is going so fast, and I don't know what to say. Like, I just can't believe it either. Like, it's just crazy to me how fast we're growing, and it's because of you guys, and I couldn't do it without you guys, so know that and thank you. So something I need to take care of this morning is you guys are always bitching that the Civic board is left out. We never put it in the videos anymore. That's because we don't have anywhere for it. So the shop is not my shop, as you guys know. Or maybe you guys don't know. For those of you that are curious or don't really know, the shop is not mine. Where's my black marker? The shop is not mine. The shop is not Emerson's. The shop is really a place that we are lucky to be able to work at all. We are lucky that we can put in any time there. Where is my black marker? I'm currently looking for something of my own. I want to get my own place so I can just do this all the time, but right now I don't have that, and that shop is not ours. We can't really, that's why when I said like we got to get stuff out of the shop, we don't own it. So I'm so grateful for that because it's brought me so much stuff, but at the same time, that's why this list stays at home, because there's nowhere for it at the shop. I can't just hang it there because I don't want it to get destroyed. In return, I always forget to update it, so we got to update that quickly for you guys. Fender flares, wheels, tires, short hub. We got the Momo quick release, steering wheel, coil sleeves. So there you guys have it. As of right now, everything is back up to date. Like I said, right now I'm in the middle of looking for a shop, and I don't like to keep things a secret. I don't like to hide things from you guys. I like to be very straightforward. Right now I'm in the middle of looking for a shop or a workplace or a garage. I need somewhere of my own where I can go do whatever I want, whenever I want. So, you guys may be a little confused. If you guys were around and you watched, we put 15 mil spacers all the way around the BRZ, but I told you guys in that video, I ordered 25s and 15s, but instead I got 4 15s, which was no big deal. We ran them for a bit, and then we found out that I was kind of killing the BRZ. And it's so easy for you guys to do the same thing. That's why I'm gonna show you guys exactly what happened. Now, we put the spacers on, and I just instantly took it for a test drive. It felt fine. There was no wobble, there was no vibrations, nothing. It felt normal. It felt like I was just driving my BRZ normally. And when we bought the Civic, the day we bought the Civic, me and Emerson ripped down to the city in my car. He drove my car back, I drove the Civic back. And when I was looking at my car, I was like, dude, is there a vibration? Because it looks like the front tire is gonna fall off. And he's like, no, it's fine. It's probably just like, you know, like your rubber's worn or something. It's giving you that look. And I'm like looking at it the whole way home, and I'm like, dude, that looks like it's gonna fall off. Like, that's bad. That does not look very good. And he's like, no, it's fine. So I get home and I spin the wheel on the hub. I just rotate it, and turns out the wheel's wobbling. Now what happened is, so here, these are my new spacers. These are the 25s that I was originally wanting. So when you put a spacer on a hub, right, it sits nice and flush like this. See these studs? So we had a 15 mil spacer. So the spacer was thinner, and this stud was sticking out 1/2 centimeter or so. And what was happening was, the offset on the wheels, so this chunk right here, it's designed for spacers, it's designed to let spacers go in, but this chunk isn't thick enough. So the stud, you can see if you look, was actually hitting all of those spots all the way around. So what was happening was, essentially the stock stud was sticking out too far because the spacer and the back of the wheel weren't thick enough together to cover it, and this stud was pressing right up against the hub right here, which in return didn't allow the wheel to be fully bolted. So when the wheel was bolted to the car, I'll show you with this, no matter what, the wheel would sit like this. Like, it wouldn't sit flush on one side or the other because it had things pushing on it from the back. So in return, even though they were all tight, they were all torqued down to spec, the wheel was wobbling when it was driving because always one of these wasn't tightened all the way down. And you know, I guess it is what it is. The offset on the rear wheels is larger than the offset on my front wheels, so the rear wheels are actually fine, they clear fine. But what's scary is how I didn't notice when I was driving. And for whatever reason, there was no pulse, there was no steering wheel vibration, there was nothing. That's what scares me, because if I didn't give Emerson my car that day, I would have kept driving this car for who knows how long, and my wheels would be toast. Like, I'm already pissed that I drove that far on these wheels because they were wobbling the whole time, and it's horrible for your rubber. I just don't want this to happen to you guys, because it's scary to think that I didn't know, and it was wobbling the whole time. Thankfully, it was only about a week that I had them on before I noticed, but super not cool. You guys can see we have 15 mils on here, and like I said, these fit fine, they rotate fine, there is no issues there. And finally, after a long awaited couple of months, the 25s have arrived. Don't ask me why they took so long, I have no idea. Now you guys may be like, Robbie, why don't you just get better wheels? You know, why don't you get wheels that fit properly with better offset so you don't have to run spacers? You know, spacers are sketchy, this or that, the other thing. And I totally feel you guys all the way through, but I have plans for this car, and I'm finally in a position where I might actually be able to go through with those plans thanks to you guys. Like, you guys are making all this possible for me. So I ordered these spacers when I had like 8,000 subscribers. Don't ask why they took so long to get here. Once we get it ready for bigger wheels, we're gonna put bigger wheels on it. I'm not gonna talk to you guys all day about it. Bigger wheels will be coming. For those of you guys that are paying attention, you're probably like, Robbie, you're all by yourself. How did you just torque down front wheels on your car when there's no one to hold the brakes? That's how you do it, boys. Just jam a piece of wood right up against that brake pedal, move your seat forwards till it squeezes the brakes, and it's almost like you have a buddy in here doing it for you, except, you know, you're all alone. I wish this car would go lower, but I just have ISC coils, and that's like as maxed out as they get, which kind of sucks. So if you look, what you're looking at is the rim right here. Don't look at the rubber, because if it's got scuffs, it'll throw you off. Look at the rim right here. This is how it should look when it spins. Perfectly flat, like a regular tire. And before, mine was going in and out, and it was not very good. That's just some good fitment. That's just what I've wanted for this car the entire time I've owned it, and I just super sucked at getting it. Look at how much more aggressive that looks from the front. We also have one more tasty treat for the BRZ today, but it's really hot, so I need to go inside and change before I go to this meeting. We didn't rob coming out of the driveway. Anti-icing. 32 degrees. I parked here, and then I realized that in 20 minutes you're not going to be able to park on this road anymore, so I went and walked around and looked for parking, found more parking, dropped my phone, shattered the top corner. We are doing great! Now I gotta go park in the real parking, then get inside. It's so hot in this car. Let's try this again. Well, I'd like to say that went pretty well. It's a big move for the channel, that's for sure. It feels hotter than a swamp in here, so can we please get out of this underground? We got some goods for the BRZ and the 240 in here, so let's just grab those. Ooh, Emerson, I'm gonna have to say, buddy, I may, just may, possibly now, even though some people may say I cheated, I may have better fitment than you, brother. So what we got today, Fitment, oh, there they go. See you later. Fitment hooked us up with some banners. They were supposed to get here before we went to Seattle, but we had some issues, of course, because everybody has issues all the time. They sent us some banners, and Emerson's is a Gucci gold to match his wheels, and mine's silver to match my wheels. Something that I've always liked but never really understood, and if you guys have been following me for a long time, you know I used to have the silver banner on the car, is people put banners on their cars, but they get like a red one or a black one or like a white one, and it doesn't really go with their car, like, unless it does, but most times it doesn't go with their car. Like, most people put like a black banner on their car just because black's easy, you know, it's general, it goes with whatever, it looks good on the car, but something that I really like to do is like match them to the wheels. So like if you have the silver banner and the silver wheels are, Emerson's got the gold and gold, like it looks so much better. It like brings attention to your wheels almost. I don't know, I just think it looks way better. When you put just like a generic color banner on your car that doesn't match anything else on your car, for me, it just doesn't do it. There's a lot of how-tos, but in case you guys are watching this not as a how-to and you just want to learn something, put soapy water. Don't try and do it without soapy water. You'll probably pooch it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We did it with the headlights, and the headlights suck, and that's why. So we've got most of it like flattened out, but there's a couple parts like here where it's like too wet underneath still to perfectly flatten it. Like you see, no matter what I do, a bubble pops back up. So we're gonna let it sit there. Then we're gonna do Emerson's, and then mine should hopefully be dry. Then when we're done messing with mine, we can go back and finish Emerson's. This is Emerson's way of measuring the banner. He sits here and goes, where do I want this? Right there. That's not centered, I guarantee it.
Go look, tell me if that's centered.
Right at the end of the E is the center on mine. Yeah, you're actually pretty close. Good job, mate. There, so mine's all on now. We decided to just do Emerson's another day because the sun's going away and like we don't want to be out here in the dark trying to cut it, because once you get it to that stage, you have to like go around the outside and cut it right like nicely along the outside of the window so it looks nice. And we don't want to be doing that in the dark because we're definitely gonna pooch it if it's dark out. So we're gonna leave his for another day. Like, do you guys see what I mean? It just brings the wheels out. It's like, I mean, it's not anything over exaggerative, but when you look at it, you just notice like banner wheels, like they're a combo and they go together, and I just love it. Like I'm really excited for you to get yours on, Emerson, because I'm stoked to see the gold on the red, because I think that's just a cool color combo. This is done for today. This looks sick. Shout out to Fitman. Thank you guys very, very much for these banners. They look very tight, and I'm super stoked to finally have a banner back on my car. And we're back inside. I'm just editing this video right now. I'm trying to get it all finished up and touched up for you guys, but I just want to say that please hang around and hear me out. In the last little while, we have grown tremendously, and it's been insane for me because I feel like nothing has changed for me. Like, we're still doing the same thing, we're still the same people, and we were just never recognized before, and now, you know, we haven't really changed much, but we're getting recognized for what we're doing, and it's an amazing feeling, and I'm super thankful that we are. But I think one thing that's really working between me and you guys is the power of suggestion and letting you guys, you know, choose the Civic, because a lot of you guys aren't Honda fans. There's a lot of you guys that are Honda fans, but a lot of you guys aren't like die-hard Honda fans. You just like the idea of the build and you like what we're doing, and that's the most valuable kind of subscribers that I could ever ask for, because so many people have channels where, you know, they're subscribed because they like your specific car, and you know, if you sell it or you're done modding it or you move on, then you kind of lose that whole subscriber base. But I'm lucky with you guys because you're kind of here because you like the idea of what we're doing, and I'm excited because there will be more cars in the future and there will be a lot of builds and there's gonna be a lot coming. And one thing I want to keep open with you guys is like letting you guys choose. Like, my next car, I would like to buy a drift car. That's something I've always wanted to do, just personally, whether I did it for YouTube, did it for myself. Ever since I was like young, I've wanted to drift, and that's just something I really do want to do. And I'm gonna let you guys choose that car. Don't comment how, because it doesn't matter now, but like, I let you guys choose the color on the car. I let you guys choose the car we're doing right now, and I'm gonna let you guys choose the drift car. If there's things that you guys want to see, I'm always open to doing that, because I feel like that's the best way for me to connect with you guys, is to just be like, hey, what do you guys think? You know, like I asked on my Instagram the other day. If you guys aren't following my Instagram, that's the one place where everything takes all. So if you're on YouTube and you vote, you know, I want the color to be blue for the Civic, and the top two are blue and gray, I put those on my Instagram for the final decision. So if you're not on the Instagram to vote for the final color, your top choice on the YouTube may not actually win because you're not following me there. So go follow me there. I will do a whole bunch of stuff on there, and I asked the other day, I said, you guys want bags, boost, or body for the BRZ, and you guys all said boost. So of course that's the most expensive one, but we're working on it, and I'm trying my best because I want to build my car for me, but also build it for you. And that's the one way that I'm really connecting with you guys, and that's the one thing I'm really proud of doing. And that's my niche with you guys. You guys aren't, you know, crazy fans of this, that, or the other thing. You just like me, and you like Emerson, and you like what we're doing, and you like what we stand for, and that's like the rarest kind of subscribers to have. And I'm just excited and thankful that you guys are giving us this opportunity. Like, I was on the other side of the screen before. I used to watch YouTube videos all the time religiously and follow people, and I've been sitting where you are right now and heard someone say, you know, it's thanks to you, and you're like, yeah, whatever, like I just clicked your video because I was bored, and you go on. But take a second and realize that I am a person just like you. You're sitting at home right now watching this, or wherever you are. I'm probably doing something very similar. Like, there's no difference between us. People think YouTubers are some special, we're just people. That's the coolest part. We're just people. We're all the same. The BRZ's coming back. I'm gonna bring the BRZ back, and I want to keep modding it. And the Civic kind of took over because it's what's working, and the Civic is what is, you know, blowing us up right now, and that's what we're building, kind of. And it's just working. And the BRZ's been put to the side. The 240's been put to the side, but we're gonna start, you know, bringing them back. We're gonna start working with some cool people. We're gonna start doing some cool things. So I love you guys very, very much. I'm super thankful for you guys, and don't go anywhere. I promise we're gonna kill this. We're gonna kill this next year. I'm balls to the wall with YouTube. I'm gonna give it my all. I'm just gonna do my best, and I hope you guys love it, and I hope I can keep entertaining you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for the content, the availability to make this for you. You probably aren't even here anymore. If you are, comment hashtag I stayed committed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace out. And stay committed.